I have a confession to make, and that is I don't have social media. So I don't have social media, and I believe that other people shouldn't have social media either. Now, before we get into it, and before anyone comes for my life, let me just say that for Mystic Rain, I have a YouTube, I have a Tumblr, and I have an Instagram. And I also have a website and a blog for that as well. That is all spirituality related stuff as well as business related stuff, because even though I'm Mystic Rain is also the name of my brand, and it is also my business as well, and so I have social media for that specifically. But I do not have or use social media for my personal life. You will never know what's going on in my personal life unless I tell you via call or text message, and that is it. Now, I used to be super big on social media, was really into the gram, okay? All over Facebook, would scroll through it each and every day, all day long. I'd be up 2 hours past when I was supposed to go to sleep, scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through an Instagram. I would go to the bathroom, and instead of it being a sacred space during a sacred time, I was scrolling through Facebook, and I was scrolling through Instagram. And one thing I started to realize about myself is that, and then one thing that I had to address and be honest, is that I was starting to feel insecure about myself. I was starting to feel insecure about my life, where I was at in relation to other people that I knew, other people that were the same age as me, maybe other people that I went to college with, that I went to high school with, and seeing where they were in their life, feeling like I was really inadequate. And it literally ranged from everything. It ranged from how well they were doing in school to how well they were doing at work. Maybe they were getting promoted. Maybe they were making more money than me. Maybe I felt like they were traveling. Maybe I felt like, I don't know, maybe you see someone lose weight or something like that, and then you go, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't eat this cookie. It literally could be anything, and I felt so inadequate and insecure and self-conscious about myself because of the photos that I was viewing of people online, and not just random people online, but like people that I knew that were my peers, that I grew up with, that I loved in some capacity, that I cared about, and watching their life and feeling like my life was inferior to theirs or inadequate in comparison to theirs really did a number on me mentally. That it just didn't make me feel good. And I started noticing that I was really depressed and that I was anxious. And even when feeling all of this stuff, I was still just scrolling through, just trying to figure out what everyone was doing. And then one day, I was like, enough is enough. This has to stop. I don't want to do this anymore. This is making me feel like such crap. And I don't even remember what picture I saw, but I remember laying in bed seeing it, and it triggered me, and it triggered that sort of depressed, insecure feeling in myself. And it is a feeling that I'm aware that other people experience as well as a result of social media. That in that moment I said, you know what, this is it, and I actually deleted all social media apps from my phone, and that was that. And I remember for about a week, I felt like I had this really bad withdrawal symptoms. I felt like I was bored, that I had nothing to do. I felt like, what do I do at night when I want to go to sleep? Are you telling me that I just go to sleep? That's it? Like, I don't have to look at anything before I go to sleep? What do I do when I'm spending my sacred time in the bathroom? I just go to the bathroom? You mean I don't scroll through anything while I'm going to the bathroom? And it was really weird for me, and it was an adjustment period. There'd be so many times where I would just be standing there, sitting there, whatever, and I'd pull out my phone expecting just to tap on the Facebook app, just to scroll through it, without really having a purpose of why I was on the Facebook. But it had became such an obsessive habit that even without having the apps on my phone, I found myself still doing it, and at times being tempted to re-download it in order to have it. And you know what? I did. I re-downloaded it. I had social media for about 2 to 3 more months. The same thing happened to me. I said, this is ridiculous. Deleted it again, and then never looked back. And I have been social media free for, I feel like I'm saying I've been sober. I have been sober, okay, for about a year and a half now, and I have experienced zero urges to go back. Now, I do have my old Facebook and Instagram account that are still active. However, I don't post. I don't see it. I don't see my timeline. I don't even know what pictures I have on it. It's not on my phone. I don't even ever remember the passwords to it. I am aware that it's still active just because I live in London. I'm the only one in my family that lives in London. I have been in Europe for 5 years. I've been in London for 4. And so they're active just in case something were to happen back home and they need to get in touch with me. They can get in touch with me because when you do receive a message on Facebook, you are sent an email. And I always check my email. And so I'll see it in the email that, okay, someone's trying to reach me. What's wrong? And I'll go in and I'll check it. And then that's that. But I don't look at Facebook. I don't scroll through Facebook. I don't look at Instagram. I don't scroll through Instagram. I couldn't tell you what was happening and what other people were doing, and that is how I liked it. Now, being social media free, I have realized 2 things. First thing I've realized is that I really do not care what other people are doing in their life. Don't care. Couldn't care less. Second thing, I really don't want you to know what I'm doing in my life. Why? Because it's none of your business. That feels so good to get off my chest. Yes, and that is why I don't have social media. And I speak to a lot of people. You know, I have friends that love social media that are all over Snapchat. And if I'm honest with you, I actually don't know what Snapchat is. I mean, I know of Snapchat. I don't know how Snapchat works. You can hand me a phone and I wouldn't know how to snap. I don't know what snapping is. I don't know the point of the snaptations. I don't know the purpose of said snaps. I just know people like it. But I speak to friends and they say to me, oh, I'm so depressed or whatever. Or they'll say, oh my God, look at what my friend is doing. And they'll reach over with their phone and they try to show me. And a third thing I realize is I don't really care what your friend is doing either. I go, why do you care what this person is doing? How about you care more about what's happening in your life and stop worrying about what's happening in other people's life? Why? So we can give likes of hate? Let's be real here. Likes came from hate. How many times have you scrolled through social media, saw something, and thought to yourself, oh, or, oh, here they go again with their loving relationship, or, oh, there they go again, snapping more photos of planes. And I say both of these things because I was that person. I was a fan of the loving relationship photo, and I was also the fan of the plane on the tarmac photo. I have lots of those. And I was that person. And even though I was that person and for a while that was my life, I was still envious and jealous of like other people that were doing it, even though I was doing it myself. And it was the weirdest thing and I didn't like it. And then I say to my friends, so get rid of social media. And they go, what? No, I could never. And I go, no, but you could. It's so good for your mental sanity to let go of your social media. So how about 3-day social media challenge where you just don't log on, where it's a detox, where you focus on yourself. You spend those 3 days, I don't know, getting a mani and pedi, going out, taking beautiful walks, go to a game or the movies, or go shopping, or there's so many things in life that you can do. Catch up on all those books that you said you're going to read, but you never actually read. There's so many things that you can do. How about you cook? How about watch the cooking channel, the Food Network, okay? Learn something from Gordon Ramsay and get it done. There's so many things that you can do in the absence of social media that will make you feel so much better than yourself. And you can eat that cookie and not feel bad about it because you're not scrolling past a bunch of fitness accounts, okay? So I suggest that everybody try to take a break from social media. Now, I also respect that some people have jobs and careers and professions where being absent from social media is not really an option, that they have to sort of be available or online. But you can limit how much time you spend. Don't be on social media if you are not working at that one particular moment. Don't be on social media for your whole life. And I tell people, social media for me is a really bad way to reach me. You'll reach me, but it will be late. Okay, don't ever expect a quick turnaround from me. If you contact me on social media, I would say you have to wait anywhere from 7 to 10 business days before I get back to you. And that's not me exaggerating. I don't mess with social media. I don't like it. It's not me. Like I said before, I have social media for Mystic Rain. That's my brand. That's my business. That's what I do. But in terms of my personal life, you wouldn't know what's happening unless I chose to share it with you through, actually you wouldn't even see it on Instagram. You may see it here on YouTube because I'll talk a little bit. Maybe you'll see a snip of it in the vlog. But I promise you that what you see from me is 1% of the other 100% or 99% that is actually myself. You will never see 100% me because, well, it's not your business. And I feel that people shouldn't be sharing all of themselves to other people that don't care about it because you put yourself out there with all this stuff and you're proud of it. Maybe you're proud of your achievement. Maybe you saved up for a really long time to take that vacation. I don't know what your background is, but you're proud of it. And so you want to share it and you put it out there on something like Instagram or Facebook, thinking because you want people to sort of be happy with you and share that experience with you. Only for everyone that sees it to hate on you, to grow envious, to grow jealous. And is that a true friendship at the end of the day if those are what people are thinking about you behind your back? Because let's be honest, that's what they are thinking because that's what you think. I know that's what I thought. And I would be lying if I sat here and said that I didn't have those feelings or those opinions at different point in my social media journey. But I am here to tell you that I am walking proof that you will not die if you let it go. And I've made it to the other side. I used to be a social media junkie to someone that just really doesn't care about it. I don't even really know how to use social media anymore. I don't even have a LinkedIn profile. Why? Because I still feel like it is none of your business. I know from my employer that I have now, there was, they wanted us to have LinkedIn profiles for different sort of projects that we were working on. And I was like, I'm not having a LinkedIn. I'm not signing up to LinkedIn. That's ridiculous. Also, LinkedIn is also a social media profile that I did once have that I actually deleted during that time where I deleted everything else. And I'm not getting it again, and I don't really see the point of getting it again. I was like, no, I'm not getting LinkedIn. You can have LinkedIn, but I choose not to share any of my personal life that really isn't anyone else's business on a mass platform for people to judge it, because I'm a sensitive soul, and I'm a sensitive being, and I recognize who I am, what I like, and what I don't like, and social media is one of them. So I would suggest that if you're feeling anxious or depressed, and it's all triggered by social media. If you're losing sleep at night because it's triggered by social media, when your alarm clock goes off in the morning and the first thing you do is pick up your phone and go on to social media, then you, my friend, have a problem. And it's okay. It's obsessive. It's a habit. I get it. I've been there. That's what we all do. But if you're at that point right now, if you're not someone that checks it maybe once or twice a day and you're at a point where it's kind of an obsession and it's part of your routine, and if someone took it away, you feel like you don't know what you would do in the process, it is time for you to detox. Okay? So 3-day social media challenge, just detox. Detox. And make it the most boring 3 days. If you feel like you can't do it on the weekend because maybe you're going out, over the weekend, maybe you're traveling and you want to share your snaps or whatever, that's fine. So choose to do it on like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 3 most boring days of the week when no one's really sharing anything worth anything, period. Do it then, and then drink some tea, because I think tea solves everything. And find yourself again, and that siren is very annoying and aggressive, and it's still going. Okay. It's gone. Yes, because I think tea solves everything. Get yourself a cup of tea, take a bath, watch a movie, and regain your life, because social media is not where it's happening. It's all false anyway. Everything you see is doctored, photoshopped, manipulated. You're seeing bits of a bigger picture taken out of context. Something that looks good could have also been really, really, really shitty. I know I've uploaded photos of me smiling, acting like I was all happy, and I know damn well that 5 to 10 minutes before that photo was taken, I was crying my eyes out over something stupid. So it's not real anyway. We obsess, we judge ourselves over the products that we think social media is delivering when everything is false. I feel like social media is one big ass time twilight zone, and we're living in the Matrix. And that's what you get when you're dealing with social media. And if you find yourself feeling like that and having any of the symptoms of obsession, depression, anxiety, or whatever that are triggered by social media, it's time for you to take a break. Try your social media challenge, 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, most boring days out of the week, and just detox, switch off, and find yourself again. So that's my take on social media. That is why I personally don't have a social media. That is why you will never find me on social media. And if you like chats like this, subscribe to my channel as always, and I will see you guys soon.